Hey guys, it's Joseph. I want to go over attachments, documentation, and your paper files going through your WorkEasy. So if we're at a customer's house and we have some documentation, maybe like a damage report, terms and condition, waiver release of liability, we need to get stuff signed. Credit card forms, we shouldn't have to do those anymore because we will be running credit cards in the file. Your move tracker form, your protection plan form, all these documentations will go into the customer's file, not having to send them into Crew anymore. So if we go to our file, and this is your move, click on Joseph. And if you go down to the very bottom, you're going to see, to the very bottom, you'll see at the very bottom, attachments. You have 4 attachments in here. And if you go to the finance tab and you go to documentation, you got some documentation in here as well. So you got documentation and you got attachments. If we look at the documentation, it looks like we have already done the terms and condition, protection plan, and the waiver release agreement already in this file. It even shows the date that was sent and a customer signature if or when they signed. You can look at those things if you click on them. It shows here it was sent and it was signed. This is just a dummy file, so I did not go in here and sign it, but this is where they would sign. Now, if you guys go to the job details and you understand that there's maybe 50 items, 50 boxes, 6 to 9 hours, if you really want to see the list of items, you're going to go to your attachments. This is where your sales rep would list and attach their notes they took while they were on the phone. So if you go to attachments, you can have all kinds of documentation there. You can upload, and this is where you would upload pictures of damages. You can take pictures, multiple pictures, write a description, what that picture is. Here's some mobile uploads. So your sales team may use a notepad that they were using at the customer's house to write down the items. They could be using one of these forms that has a list of items. They could be using, again, a notepad. These are just some examples. So if you're curious of what all was listed or talked about and you're more of an itemization visual person and you want to see it, you can go there. Again, vice versa, we're setting you up with how many items, how many boxes, and how long it's going to take. We do that to help you out. Now let's say if you do need to get documentation and you need to get stuff signed. Your damage report form, you would take this form, you would still fill it out, you would go in your attachments, you want to add an attachment, you would take a photo. So after you fill this form out, you would take a picture of it, make sure you get all 4 corners, and you hit OK. Now that documentation is in there. You can even put down the description, so that way when a manager or customer, anyone needs to go through the file and find out what's in there, they can do that. Your move tracker form, once you get that all filled out like you're supposed to, attach the photo, take a photo, use your camera. Now you have that. So all your paperwork can and should be listed and left at the customer's house. You want to do front and back. Don't get lazy. Take your photos, upload it to file, get all 4 corners, make sure all 4 corners are visible, and this is what you would do with your documentation. So if you have questions, go to your attachments and you can see what's attached, or if you want to attach stuff, you can go here and you can attach stuff by pressing that button there as well. If you have any questions, feel free to reach management or myself.